एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत हैं पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है, धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this special edition of Bharat Franchise Show, a dedicated webinar series by Franchise India. Very happy to have you all here today on this webinar. We are back, once again with the same energy and commitment to help you take the next big decision of your life to become an entrepreneur. For the last 27 years, Franchise India has been a trusted guide for thousands of investors, selecting the right franchise business opportunities and turning their entrepreneurial dream into reality. In this Bharat Franchise Show series, we bring handpicked high potential brands that are actively looking for franchise partners across India. These brands have proven track record of profitability, sustainability, and they are committed to provide you intensive support. Everything you need to start a thriving enterprise. The objective of this webinar is to give you a direct opportunity to connect with the brand founders, the key stakeholders, understand the business opportunities in detail, and openly ask any sort of questions that you may have related to the brand, the business, the investment, the growth, before you take the actual decision. If you're watching us right now, you are just a few steps behind to take a meaningful, decision to start your own franchise journey. Stay tuned because in next 1 hour we will be showcasing a couple of best promising brands looking for their business expansion in different parts of India through franchising. The first brand that we will talk about is 1717 by Simi Sabu. She herself is here today. She's the founder of this brand. Simi Sabu is a premium contemporary Indian wear brand founded by the designer herself, Simi, built on a philosophy of balance, emotion, and timeless design. Known for its modern silhouettes, signature print, and couture-level craftsmanship, the brand blends traditional Indian aesthetic with a fresh contemporary sensibility. With in-house production and a strong presence across bridal, festival, and luxury petwear, 1717 creates thoughtful design garments that go beyond trend and meant to be worn, felt, and remembered. The brand is now offering franchise opportunities for selected partners to expand its presence across the key cities in India, inviting investors to associate with a design-led luxury level, backed by a strong brand identity, structured support, and a growing demand for premium ethnic occasional wear. To talk more about this, I'm joined with the founder herself, Simi Sabu, is with us today. But before I request her to talk more about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the viewers that you also have an opportunity to ask questions related to the brand, the business. My request is to please keep on posting your queries. In case you have any, you can post it in the Q&A box, and we will take them up once the presentation is over. This webinar series, we really have a little less time, but we will have enough time that in case if you post any questions, then we will get back to you right after this presentation. And if not, then even if you would like to get in touch with us separately to talk in detail, deep dive discussion, then I'll also be sharing my number where you can get in touch with us, and we will have a detailed discussion. So now moving on to next. Now we'll quickly invite Simi. Let's get started with a little bit of introduction, and then we will move on to the presentation part.
Hi, thank you so much, Bharat, for this opportunity. I'm truly honored to be part of this panel today. So, as you mentioned, that I'm the designer and the founder of this brand, which is 1717 by Simi Sabu, also goes by the only name Simi Sabu, which is a couture and curation store that we are running over here. It's an experience store that we are running where we connect all the weavers from across the country, from north to south together. We have a design element, very timeless, as he mentioned. Also, I would say it is timeless because we work on Indian textiles. All our garments are handloom. We do not support power loom. I personally believe in this, that slow fashion is the future and need of the hour. So I do not encourage buying, power loom mass produced garments. I personally believe that our roots are in Indian textiles, which is handloom, which is what we promote at our brand. We've been in the industry for quite some time. We've been in the industry for 9 years. I've seen our journey from up to down to up to down. You know how business works. Also, I would like to get into everyone's notice that we are an established designer who has been an established label who has been participating with India Fashion Week, which is an government body, governed by body, which is also known as FDCI, Fashion Design Council of India. Also, we've been participating with Lakme Fashion Week, which is another fashion embody, which is very popular in our country. A lot of designers, aspiring designers, are there in the country, but very few have gotten the chance to present their work at these reputed platforms, just making us a little different from the entire market. We get into the niche segment of Lakme Fashion Week designers. We also have been working with a lot of MBOs across the country. We have one MBO where we supply our stock, which is based in Dubai. Middle Eastern is also a very good market. We have a lot of buyers from Saudi who usually buy our stuff and then they resell in their countries. We also do a similar kind of a setup with NRI clients in London and in certain part of USA. We've been operating with three flagship stores, one being in Surat, which is our home city. Second one is in Bombay, and third one is in Jaipur. Jaipur is fairly new. Bombay, we've been there for 3 years and it's a very good performing market. And Surat, we've been there for 9 years. The gap between 9 years and 3 years between Bombay and Surat was COVID. Because of COVID, our Bombay store plan got delayed by 2.5 years. Otherwise, our plan earlier was to start in Bombay in 2020, but we started in 2022 because of COVID. Now, regarding our journey, we are very passionate about what we do, and that's one reason why we do not compromise on our quality. We give a very personalized experience to all our clients. Everybody, in today's generation, whether they can afford a lakh rupees lehenga or 10 lakh rupees lehenga, wants to wear a designer lehenga for their big day, for their wedding day, because we are focusing on bridal wear the most. Now, earlier people used to buy rip-offs and be very satisfied with it, but Gen Z, what I understood is they want to know whom they are wearing. So that's where we come in. We give the experience of buying from an A-lister designer. When you want to buy your trousseau or your wedding lehenga, we give you the experience that you're buying from an A-lister designer. Having said that, we are probably 25% of the MRP of the A-lister. So this is where we come in. We give you the experience of luxury, but at the same time with a very pocket friendly price. I believe that nowadays Gen Zs are getting conscious. They do not want to spend extremely high on these things. So that is why we are trying to get that bracket where we are trying to get the Gen Z bracket very well. Couture also speaks a lot about modern designs, though we are only working with Indian textiles, but we give an edge to it. Like even our Banarsis or our Lucknowi's or our Paichnis or any other art form that we work with, or Patola, we try to give them a modern touch with a modern element in it, with modern silhouettes in it. So that appeals to a larger audience because earlier their mindset was there that Indian textiles are only for women who are above 50, wherein that's not the case. We are trying to break that barrier. So that is why we are getting Indian textiles in a way which appeals to a way larger audience than it used to earlier. I am from Surat, and I'm a very I'm a very passionate person, and I love what I do, and that's one reason why I think we never compromise on the quality, because the detail that we get into, for each and every piece that we are manufacturing, it's a real. There are, I think, 8 to 10 hands via which every piece passes through, and everything is handmade here. Why I want to partner with anyone, and why I want to start the franchisee thing, is because I want to have local people, which who can really, help me to gather the right kind of crowd for my product. I would like to share my presentation. Just a minute. Mm, I'm so sorry, just a minute.
No, it's okay, no problem.
Mm, Can I get a minute, please?
Well, if you want, I can do this
Yeah,
from my end.
I'm not having the permission to share. I did say, 1 second. I'm done. I'm done. Yes, it's here. Yeah, so it's not opening. The PDF is not opening.
Okay.
One second.
No problem. Let me do this from my end, right? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm so sorry for this.
No, it's okay, no problem.
We really need to fix it for the next.
So we already have discussed about the kind of your presence. You already talked about your stores. Flagship stores is in Mumbai, and
Yes.
then we have stores in Surat and the Jaipur. Uh,
Yes.
so which one? Where is your actual what do you
So I
call?
am based out of Surat,
Mhm.
and our production house is in Surat, where we are currently operating from. We have our store in Jaipur and Bombay, which is run by the team. The entire stock setup is from Surat. We supply the stock to both the stores, and if there are any customizations, any brides requirement, we take care of it. As in, we have our questionnaire that we want the bride to fill in. If there is any other details they want from our end, we share with them, and then we take the orders. The execution and the production takes care in Surat, but the delivery is done in the respective store wherever the order is from. That's how we've been working and operating.
So, also, Simi, just wanted to know, like, what is the ratio of, your online sales, retail sales, and, your customized kind of customers who were looking for, specialized, customized kind of product.
So
What
as
is,
I Yeah, sorry, yes, please continue.
yeah. So how is your, the ratio wise? Which one? I mean, of course, the retail may be higher in terms of numbers and the revenue. So could you please, differentiate between how the revenues are generated through the e-commerce, the retails, and in case if you also serve some exclusive wares for some exclusive people, maybe celebrities and all.
So how we work is, because we work a lot on the custom designs. So definitely, online orders are via different portals like Aza and Pernia, where we have our listed garment already, because their customization does not come in picture. So that's fairly less in number. Regarding our customization with our other stores, yes, we definitely work to the T with the team. We have a video call with the client if need be. From the store, the store manager will make us speak to the client if they have their specific requirement. So definitely our order value physically at physical stores are way more than our online presence, because we are into that kind of an industry, because we are into couture wear, we are into
Hmm.
occasion wear. So you want to try those garments. I mean, it's not a daily wear top that you just order online. If it doesn't fit you right, it's okay. This garment has to fit right. So for
Agree,
that,
agree.
trials are required. For that, the client has to, physically drop by, see what suits their skin tone, what suits their body tone. So definitely our physical order value is always going to be higher. Regarding celebrity spotting, yes, we are in the network of, the group of designers which generally these stylists reach out to for any requirement. So we do work for celebrities styling. We do customize and tweak a little our designs as per their requirement. Like, we did one outfit for Shilpa Shetty. She was promoting clean Banaras Abhiyan, I think, in Varanasi, and she had some specific requirement as to what kind of outfit she wants to wear for that. So we, from scratch, we sketched it, we got her approval, and then we designed the outfit for her. We have worked like this for a couple of celebrities. Few just source the ready-made outfits, like Shaheen Bhatt or Sania Mirza. They just wore the outfit that was there with us. We just altered it for them. But a lot of celebrities like Kritika Kamra, like Shilpa Shetty, like Nikki Deol, we have worked as per their requirements. So yes, we work as the client wants. We are like a one-stop solution for all your needs. And in fact, the concept store that we sell, they also cover a wide range of garments for their true shows, for menswear, for women's wear. We are like a one-stop solution for all of them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, would you like to talk, any collaboration with any celebrity or someone you
Uh,
recently have done?
so recently we did our Lakme Fashion Week. In the last season we did our Lakme Fashion Week, and over there we did our collaboration um, with Soha Ali Khan. That was
All
our,
right.
yeah, she was our showstopper. She was a brilliant person. We also had Sukhmani Gambhir. She's a very good fashion influencer, and she was the person who opened the show for us. So that was our recent work that we did. Again, it was on the couture lines. With that show, we also launched couture for men's. Earlier, we were just doing pret for men's. Now we also do couture for men. So that is one place where we started focusing on men, as in grooms wear as well. So now is a thing that bride and groom wants to coordinate their outfits for their
Mhm.
birthday. So that's where we work. We work for both of their requirements, as in
Right.
what they exactly want. Accordingly, we will design for them.
Right. So these are the categories for men and women. You all can see probably this completes almost the entire range for women and men.
Yes.
The kurtas to bandgalas to sherwani, so almost everything you have.
Yes.
Right. Let's also check some, look at some of the
Our
pictures.
pretwear. This is our pretwear that we focus on uh,
Mhm.
for online sales. This is what sells the most when we are selling online. Pretwear is, pre-made. Again, it's in different sizes, so there are hardly any possibility or room for alteration. So this is what we sell online the most. This is our couture wear, which is where the experience store kicks in. When you are wanting to buy a bridal outfit or a trousseau, you want to experience. So these are our categories that work best for our experience stores.
Fantastic. All right. What about this?
Again, part of the trousseau and couture. All the lehengas, all these are part of the trousseau and couture. These are different categories. This is menswear. This is pret menswear. Menswear also we do online, which works pretty well for us. So these are some silhouettes which work best with the online menswear shopping.
All right, let's also talk about the franchise business opportunity. This brand is primarily going with the 4-4 model, franchise owned, franchise operated. This is how it looks. This is your Mumbai store, right?
This is my Surat store.
Oh, this is your Surat store.
You
Okay.
know, I mean, it's very difficult to find such big space in Bombay. Bombay,
Ah,
you have to make the most of what we have.
true.
Yes. So this is our Surat store. We have like an experience store over here where we have like one room dedicated to trousseau and bridal, and we have other room dedicated to pretwear. We have one room dedicated to menswear, which we can do in a city like Surat or Jaipur. For Bombay, we have a little clutter place, but we try to make the most with the display in that space as well. We can go to the next slide.
All right, so this is the franchise proposal. Primarily, we are looking for the 700 square feet of space minimum, where the initial okay, so the initial setup cost is going to be like 20 to 21 lakh rupee. The store setup cost is 8.5. Franchise fee is 3 lakhs. Initial inventory, I think 10 CR is looks more, isn't it?
No, it's actually more. We did rectify it. We would need investment. We need an initial inventory of probably 1 CR, not more than that. I had gotten that updated.
Got it. Yeah, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
do that. No problem.
Yes.
All right. So these are the franchise requirement. We are expecting at least 700 to 1,000 square feet of space. Frontage 20 to 40 square feet will be absolutely ideal.
Yes.
The beam height is 12 feet. So I mean these are the property requirement. If you have these requirements done, then you can be the part of this. Primarily, I mean, Simi, could you please also share the cities where you are looking for your expansion?
So I personally feel that there's a lot of merit for our kind of product in North. So I'm definitely looking for cities like Delhi, Chandigarh, Ludhiana, in those regions. Also, I'm interested to try the opportunities in Hyderabad, Bangalore. These are few major cities, that I really want to start. But having said that, the kind of product that we have, we can always, try cities like Raipur or Indore as well, because they also have a lot of potential, and you can create a good experience store. People from these kind of cities travel for shopping. We can be their, solution where they get everything under one roof. So, yes, tier one and tier two, both are going to be my focus at this moment.
All right, later on, this is how we are going to go.
Absolutely perfect. This is absolutely perfect.
So
Yes.
in the beginning, we are looking in metro cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, and then later on we can move on to the near, tier one, tier two cities, other tier one, two cities,
Mm.
Chandigarh, Jaipur. So these are the cities. But still, I mean, we are open for any sort of queries that you may have. We will decide, we can decide, we can look into the opportunity, and let's say in case if it all goes well, then we may go for that. However, my request is to please get in touch with us. Let's figure out the opportunity. If we find the right place, then of course we can choose.
Yes.
Any specific criteria for your ideal partner? Any someone, for example, like someone who already have been into this industry, or may someone have this?
Yes, I feel someone who is interested in fashion industry or have been associated with fashion industry would be an ideal partner for us, because they exactly know, how to attract crowd and what it takes to get the crowd. Also, people need to understand that, we need to be in an area when we are selecting a location for the store. We need to be in an area where there are other designer stores in the vicinity, because it's not a competition. It is basically getting crowd without advertising. Because if someone has gone out for shopping, they will just not go to one store and decide. So if we are in that vicinity, we will get the advantage of the footfall that's happening for any other store, if we are even fairly new in this space in that particular area. So one criteria would be someone who has been associated with fashion or luxury lifestyle in some or the other way, and also would understand that selecting the right place is very, very important for a designer store to survive. It is like the basic requirement, I would say.
True. Right. So I think that's it for the day. Hope all the information has been given to you. Was easy to understand. However, I still believe that this 20 minutes odd is not good enough to understand the entire business, the requirement, the opportunity, and rest of all things. For that, my request is to please get in touch with us separately on the call. Maybe Sujay or maybe Manish, if you could just share your number in the chat box. Anyone from Mumbai, or Bangalore can connect with you. Right, so we have Sujay Tiwari. He is the business head from Mumbai. In case if you are from Mumbai or I mean the nearby cities, you can get in touch with Sujoy. Or if you are from Bangalore or Hyderabad, then you can get in touch with Manish, and he's gonna help you further with all the requirement. So that's it. Thanks so much, Sami, for coming in today. I really appreciate you for getting some time in the evening and talking about this great opportunity.
So
Thanks,
much.
thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so now we'll quickly move on to our next guest brand, that is Ekadi. Ekadi is a premium 92.5 sterling silver jewelry brand known for refining the craftsmanship, timeless design, and transparent pricing. Positioned at the top end of the silver jewelry segment, the brand blends modern aesthetics with traditional sensibility, making silver suitable for everyday, festival, and ceremonial wear. Ekadi is scaling across India through exclusive brand outlets and a franchise partnership, particularly in Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities where demand for branded, high-quality silver jewelry is rapidly growing. To talk more about this, I'm joined with Swati. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you could just
Venu, yeah, I'm going to introduce Venu also. Mr. Venu is also on the call.
yeah.
But briefly, Bharat, thank you so much for having us here. So we have Mr. Venu also on the webinar call here right now. Venu is one of the
Hi everyone.
co-founders of Ekadi.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi.
Sorry.
So I'm Venu Rajkonda, one of the co-founder of Ekadi
Welcome,
Silver Jewelry.
welcome, Venu.
Yeah.
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 So Bharat, I'm going to share my screen with you.
Sure. Why not? And also, meanwhile, Vinu, in case if you would like to, introduce yourself, a little bit
Yes.
of your journey,
Yes.
how you started, what's your objective in next?
Yes. So basically, to give my introduction, I started my journey into business in the year 2000 when I was 15-year-old. I started my journey with my family business, and then I started a brand called Sri Krishna Silks in 2008, starting with my journey into retail with silk saree stores across Hyderabad. Then I stepped into silver recently. So 2024 December we launched Ekadi. So Ekadi silver jewelry. Why it started with a core thought that when the gold prices are increasing and soaring high, and the need of jewelry is always there. That's how a thought came in. Why not silver? And then wanted to bring in affordability to everyone. So every bride has a thought. They want jewelry for every occasion. They want different jewelry to be worn. But with the gold pricing in the current situations, pricing has gone way too high, and it is not that comfortable to buy and affordable to buy. So we brought in silver with that thought. And then we have curated a nice product line, whether it is diamond like thing or antique or like moissanite. We have a product for all the occasions and all the age groups.
True. In fact, it is said that nowadays that silver is the next gold, right?
Yeah.
Though we recently saw a lot of the changes in the overall price of silver.
Yeah.
However, it now looks like stagnant, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what is next, but overall, in case if you look into the the overall India market, I think there is a very strong and the growing market opportunity for branded silver jewelry. Ekadi is of course one of them. The Indian jewelry market is right now valued almost 90 billion, which is expected to reach very fast in coming years.
Yes.
With rising, of course, with the rising silver consumption. India is already account for 23% of the global, silver demand. If I'm not correct, I think Swati can give me better idea. I mean, right? But this is
Yeah.
how we see, and also we see a lot of shift among the millennials and the Gen Z consumers towards the silver jewelry. For everyday wearing, gifting, afford a lot of other things, even the giftings and all, right? So,
Yeah.
uh, uh, So yeah, I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
opportunity.
Bharat, like you rightly said, if we have to talk a little bit about the industry and the kind of segment that we are in at this
Uh,
point in time, we truly believe, like you said, the metal has been quite volatile in terms of its pricing very recently, right?
correct.
However, this correction was expected for sure. But we know for a fact that it's not just for the jewelry, for the sake of jewelry and the metal, but also for its industrial usage. The metal is only going to go up in future, probably not at the pace at which it went, but this is going to be on the upside only. So that we know for sure. However, I think in this, the kind of segment we are in, we don't really have to worry about the kind of pricing it may go up or no, because this is more so for silver jewelry has never been valued for its asset value.
Correct.
It has
Agree.
been more for its usage, like to be able to wear it for multiple occasions and for its affordability. And for us, I think it's just an added advantage that gold prices are increasing with every passing day. And for a fact, we know that it's going to become almost very difficult and unaffordable for a middle class or an upper middle class to afford gold. When we were growing up, we saw how gold used to be gifted in our families on different occasions. Today, to think of a small gold chain today cost about 7 lakhs. It's
Correct.
practically impossible for you to think you can buy a gold chain for just a smaller occasion. So that is the kind of difference that we are seeing in terms of pricing. And obviously, that is going to lead us to now the absolute alternative of gold jewelry, that is silver. So we are actually sensing a lot of change in the mindsets of people also. And like you correctly pointed out, Gen Z and Gen Alpha are very different from the way people in the earlier generations operated. There's a lot of repeat purchase that these people prefer.
True.
So for that reason, we feel that we are at the right time in the right industry at this point in time. We totally believe that 2, 3, 4 years down the line, this is going to be super cluttered. It is going to be as much as gold is today. uh, However, today is the right time. We feel the market is still very fragmented. There is no regional player we see right now in silver jewelry. We still have very fragmented players. We'll have very unorganized players. We have probably 2, 3 brands who are doing pretty well, but we do not have a market leader in silver today. And since we are on this topic, I want to say the only way we are different from the other competition brands today at this point in time is our brand has been a franchisee led brand from day one. If you see the other brands, they are mostly operating their own stores and have also opted for franchisee model. But we, from the very beginning, have decided that we will go for franchisee model only. So our focus is completely on serving the franchisees and also strengthening our backend, focusing more on the product and supply chain. That's been the agenda from day one.
Right.
So I'll briefly take you through the journey of Ekadi and what we actually stand for and what are we looking for in the brand. Okay. So Ekadi was started about a year ago, sometime around November 2024. And in this 1 year, so our first store was a store in Rajahmundry. It was a franchisee store. In 1 year, we've been able to open about 6 stores, of which there's only one store in Panjagutta, Hyderabad, which is our own store. All the other 5 stores are franchisee stores. So from the very beginning, when we started our brand, we decided to stay on a few values in terms of integrity, in terms of systems, and in terms of creativity. We've kept that from day one. We have our SOPs designed, processes very well documented and implemented. We have enabled tech in almost all possible areas and systems in the backend. Uh, the team behind Ekadi, like you spoke to Venu just about 5 minutes ago. We have another co-founder, Shiv Charan. Uh, Shiv and Venu have been childhood friends, and they've known each other for over 25 years. They got together about a year ago to start this brand. Shiv is largely into real estate. He is also a big distributor of Nayara Diesel, and he has a lot of franchisee brands like Jockey, Ramraj Cotton, Louis Philippe, Alan Solly. All of these brands he has franchisees of. So he's been on the other side of the franchisee business, where he's understood the pain points of how franchisees actually work. So when they started the brand, they were pretty much clear about the kind of pain points that they should work on. So the franchisee partners enjoy the journey of being associated with us. And Venu, like we discussed already, he's been into retail for over 20 years now. And he's been into D2C for the longest time. He has his own sari brand. He has about 6 stores in Hyderabad. And it's been a legacy brand for him. Venu also has multiple franchisee stores of Jockey, Swayamvar, Manyavar, and a few others. So both these guys have known each other for very long. They're known for a lot of integrity and are very, very focused on the vision of this brand and how to take this forward. Nidhi Agarwal is our brand ambassador. I think this is one thing that we did early on when we started the brand. We wanted to present our brand in a unique way. And Nidhi Agarwal is the actress. Even before she signed up for the big movies, she was already a part of the brand. So from day one, we focused on the visibility of the brand, and we've been able to take her on board with us. Right now, our presence is in Rajahmundry, Bhimavaram, Panjagutta, Hyderabad, RP Road, Hyderabad, Nizamabad, and our latest store, which we launched about in December second week, is Narsaraopet. And like we said, you see our presence is mostly in AP and Telangana, and that's exactly where our focus is currently. We definitely don't mind moving to Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. We have a lot of inquiries coming from Tirupati and so many other areas. There are many potential markets, but we are very much open to AP and Telangana. A lot of tier one, tier two cities, tier two, tier three cities are showing a lot of potential in silver jewelry. Our product range. So, if I have to discuss very briefly about our product range, I'd say that anything you see in gold jewelry can be replicated and is replicated in silver jewelry. This is silver jewelry, which is gold plated. That's extremely important for people to understand that when you walk into any of the Ekadi stores, it will look like a gold store. There is absolutely no difference because you will see that premium feel in the store. And also, when you pick any product, any ornament at all, it is the exact replica of gold. So, if you see the entire range that we have, it covers all categories of jewelry. Excuse me. From bangles to chokers to pendants, kadas, mang tika, necklaces, long necklaces, short necklaces, earrings, watches. This is just a sample of the categories that we've mentioned here, but we have all the categories that you would ideally find in gold jewelry. Uh, to give you a very small example, today in South India, particularly, people would know if there are people from South India on this webinar that Vardhanam waist belt is one of the most mandatory ornaments to be worn in any South Indian function, wedding, any of the important occasions. And you will know that in gold, it will probably cost around 40 to 45 lakhs today at this point in time. It is practically impossible today for anybody to walk into a gold store and buy something of that price. However, if you see, you will find better designs in silver jewelry. Uh, Better designs, a lot of wide range from about 75,000 to 2 lakhs in Vardhanams in your waist belt. So that's the kind of difference we are seeing in your gold jewelry and silver jewelry. So anybody who wants to wear different kinds of waist belts for different functions will definitely opt for silver jewelry and not gold jewelry. There is another sea change we are seeing in the mindset of people. While we thought that this actually caters to middle class and upper middle class, we are seeing a lot of difference in customer preferences in the HNIs and ultra HNIs also. We have people walking in from very rich backgrounds actually preferring to buy silver jewelry. And we have noticed this change that they may actually not buy the entire product, but then if somebody is buying a necklace, they'd come to silver jewelry store to buy earrings and the matching tops and everything else that goes with that particular ornament. So it is something that is actually picking up a lot of craze and a lot of interest in all segments and all categories, all ages. So this is it's a very interesting change in the mindset, and it is happening at a very exponential pace. So while we have seen a lot of slow change of mindset in the last 2 years, I think 2026 and 2027 is going to be, there's going to be a major change in the way people look at silver jewelry. Like Bharat rightly said in the start of the webinar, that this is going to be the next gold. We believe that. Indian jewelry market overall today stands at 90.4 billion, like we said. And as you can see here, the jewelry market overall has been increasing. Like, I think there's no discussion on this. The kind of growth we see in jewelry is massive. We are still seeing a CAGR of 5.2% in the next 5 years. But most important thing to note in this is, while the overall jewelry market constitutes like 80 to 90% of the jewelry market is gold, and a very small 15% is silver, and every other metal for that matter. You will have diamond in this, lab grown diamonds, silver jewelry, and the other smaller metals. Silver jewelry is the largest growing segment in the non gold category, and it's very astonishing to see that it's growing. As per the survey today, it is growing at 12%, as we can see in this slide. So the CAGR for silver jewelry alone is at 12%, but this is as per 2025. I can tell you 2026 survey is going to be much different. 2027 is going to be even more different, because the growth is happening at a very exponential pace. So one of the things that we can say, what is driving this growth? Like we already talked about, growing size of customer segment. We know that middle class and increase in millennial and Gen Z proportion in customer segments is making a dramatic shift in general consumer purchases also, in any category for that matter. And now for silver category and jewelry category, obviously that holds a lot more importance, because the consumer preference in Gen Z and Gen Alpha is very different from what boomers did. Boomers looked at jewelry as more in terms of investment. Gen Z and the other generations are going to look at jewelry more in terms of I would say, consumption, in terms of being able to wear different kinds of products, something in terms of trendy wear, rather than investment. So this is going to definitely add a lot of difference in terms of purchase. Price trends, as we've all seen, that gold is increasing at a pace, and it's very difficult for anybody to afford gold at this stage. And that's how it's going to be. I'm sorry. So the immediate alternative we know for gold is silver. That's one thing. Urbanization and income growth. We know for a fact that the way disposable incomes are increasing and changing lifestyles. Uh, Silver jewelry is going to be a preferred purchase in terms of repeat purchases. The only metal that you can actually afford to repeat in terms of purchases is going to be silver. It's going to be difficult for anybody to pick gold as a repeated purchase. That's one thing for sure. The second thing is, even in terms of gifting, today gifting is much more possible when it comes to silver jewelry. It is practically impossible to gift a gold item today at this point in time. We know customer ethos, traditions like wedding seasons, festivals will positively influence sales, especially in metropolitan cities and tier one cities. Weddings are never going to go off the radar. Millennial Gen Z shift, we already talked about. E-commerce and digitization trend, this is a very beautiful and very important aspect of our business. Uh, like we know that jewelry usually in the olden times was never purchased online, but we have seen very big brands make an entire shift in the consumer purchases online. And silver jewelry, I think, carries a lot of value. Right now, we've just started our website, and we are going to launch it in a very big way. But this is one revenue segment for franchisee partners and for the brand overall, to completely capture and monetize, because this is going to add a lot of value to the purchases and to the segment. What is our brand positioning? So the way we are positioned right now is, we are catering to upper middle class and middle class. But like I said, we are very surprised to see how the HNIs and ultra HNIs are also picking up silver jewelry in their consumables. Our positioning is basically for middle class and upper middle class, and we have maintained the quality of the product really high. I think that is where we stand. High quality and mid price point. Our focus is hugely on tier 1, tier 2 cities, because we are seeing growing demand in the tier 1 cities, tier 2 cities. Our rollout initially, like we said, we are targeting regional markets. South India is our preference.
So
No problem. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So regional market is our target market. Like we said, we are focusing right now on AP and Telangana, and we are open to other locations if we find the locations are good enough. Our preferred model is FOFO, which is franchisee operated and franchisee run. Uh, However, if there are any strategic locations outside of AP and Telangana where we feel we can have flagship stores, we are ready to go for FOCO model too. There's another concept that we are working on. In 2026, we will mostly be launching this model, which is going to be shop and shop model. In shop and shop model, we decided and we plan to collaborate with the complementary brands. For example, lab grown diamonds is a complementary brand for us. So we may want to collaborate with lab grown diamonds or any other category which is very much complementing with our brand. It could be premium ethnic wear. It could be anything that goes with the brand. So this is a model that we are working on. In 2026, mostly we should be ready with this model. Like we said, in AP and Telangana is our primary focus. FOFO and FOCO models are recommended as per the location of the store. Some of the locations in Telangana that we are looking for are Hyderabad, Warangal, Nizamabad, Karimnagar, Ramagundam, Rangareddy. In Hyderabad, I would say that particularly there are some locations that we are hugely focused on looking for: Kokatpalli, Dilshuk Nagar, Chandanagar, Kondapur. These are very potential markets, and we know for a fact that these markets have a lot of potential and they are very unexplored right now. So it's going to be great if we can find partners in these locations and all the other locations that we mentioned. In Andhra Pradesh, we are looking for Vizag, Bhimavaram, Nellore. Nellore, we just closed a deal, but we are also looking for more people. Tirupati, Kurnool, Guntur, Anantapur. This is just a very brief listing of the places and locations we're looking for. But both these locations, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, have many more areas, I would say, which have immense potential. Like we said, our stores are in AP and Telangana. Bhimavaram is one of the places where we have our store. And if you notice that Narsarawpet is a smaller area, Bhimavaram is not too big too. But these stores have shown us that despite these locations being of smaller size, they have unbelievable potential in those markets, and we've had great responses from these stores. So, tier 2 cities definitely have a great potential and they are unexplored, I'd say. Parallel expansion, definitely we are open to Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. In Maharashtra, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Thane, Pune, Pimpri, all these places, I would say, like all places for that matter. Karnataka, Bangalore, Mangalore, Mysore, Udupi, Panaji, all of these states, and Tamil Nadu also, there's so many places. Any other location across these states for a FOFO model where the investor is proposing a cluster group, we are pretty much open for discussions. So this is the most important slide. I'm sure everyone would want to know a little more about this. So what does our franchisee proposal even look like? In a typical franchisee FOFO model, we'd say, we are looking for, sorry. So in a typical franchisee model, we are looking for a store with an area of about 1200 to 1500 square feet. 1500 is pretty much ideal. But if the location is very strategic and we are very confident about the location, then we don't mind going for 2000, 2500, 3000 square feet too. But of course, the investment also increases when you go for a bigger size. But the ideal size of the store would probably be around 1500 square feet. We are talking about the total investment. We are expecting the total investment to be about 3.75 to 4.5 crores. Now, let me give you a breakup of this investment. Uh, the majority of the investment out of your 4 crores or 4.5 odd crores, whatever, Majority of your investment, about 90% of the investment goes into your inventory. Okay. And the balance investment out of, for example, if we are taking a 1500 square feet store, and your furniture cost would probably be come to around 75 lakhs, given an approximation of 5,000 per square feet for the furniture, fittings, systems, cameras, everything included. So 1500 square feet, 5,000 rupees per square feet, that would be about 75 lakhs. So the remaining, if you're spending about 3.75 lakhs, your 75 lakhs goes into your setup, and the remaining 3 crores directly goes into your inventory. So the majority of investment is into the asset, which is the inventory. We take a franchisee fee, one time fee of 10 lakhs. Initial inventory, like we talked about, is going to be around 3 to 3.5 crores. Completely depends on the size of the store and the location, because once we have the location in place, then we plan the shelf capacity of the products, and depending on the demography, we decide what products need and how much they need to be placed. Our gross margins, which means what we pay the franchisee partner in a FOFO model, is 28% of the net sales. When we say net sales, we are saying sales excluding GST, 3% of GST. Whatever is the net sale, 28% of that goes to the franchisee partner. Out of this 28%, which means, for example, if a store does about 40 lakhs of sale, 28% goes into the 28%, around 11 lakhs goes to the franchisee partner. Franchisee partner then, out of these 11 lakhs, will probably have to spend on operating the store, and the majority cost will be, the major cost will be the rental cost, which will be probably about 2.5 lakhs, and your employee cost, which again will be about 2.5 lakhs. And then if you see the miscellaneous expenses, would probably be about 25 to 50,000. So around 5.5 lakhs is what we think the overall operating cost of the store would be. Out of 11 lakhs, if you're able to like save up on, like, remove 5.5 lakhs of your operating cost, the balance what remains with the franchisee partner would be about 5.5 lakhs, which is almost about 15% of their return on investment. So going by that, I would say that the payback period, going by this exactly, if your average is about 38 to 40 lakhs of sale, payback period would be about 4 to 4.5 years. But we have seen increasingly that with the growing demand of silver, with there being less competition in most areas, the sales, there is a possibility of your sales in the very first and second year to be around 50 to 60 lakhs. Once your sales hit that mark, automatically your payback period is going to be around 2.5 to 3 years. So the location is something that we give huge importance to, and we've seen the kind of difference the location has always made for us. The agreement period, we say, is about 9 years, and we are looking for high-end clusters, like we said. Bharat, are you okay with this, or do you want me to spend a little more time on this?
No, your wish. I mean, we can be there. However, just wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
since you have decided to go with the 4-4 model, any possibility that you would consider FOCO, franchise-owned company
Yeah,
operating?
100%. Bharat, like we said, we are pretty much open to FOCO, but if it is a strategic model, see, the reason we want to go for FOFO is because, like we said, we really want the stores to, franchisee partners to operate the store. So we are focused on the franchisee model completely, and we don't own any store. However, if there is a strategic location, if we feel the location is very good, and if the franchisee partner is very interested in being a part of the brand, but unfortunately cannot participate in the operations of the store, we don't mind taking it up.
That's what usually happens in jewelry section, right? Most of the time, the partners have enough money to spend, behind the brand. However, they don't have that expertise to, they operate, they handle the customers and everything. So I think, hope that, in case we
Hey,
get
Bharat,
into
there's only one thing here, Bharat. What you've said is absolutely right. There's only one thing. In FOFO is beneficial to the franchisee partner a lot more than it is to us.
Mhm.
FOCO is beneficial a lot more to the brand than to the franchisee partner.
True.
Because in a FOCO model, probably they'll take about 4.5 to 5 years for their payback.
Mhm. True.
But in a FOFO model, it's much more faster.
Mhm. Correct.
So it's a choice. If the franchisee partner says they're pretty much okay with that leeway and with just investing of the capital, we have absolutely no issue signing them up.
Perfect. Right. So 15% of the net margin we can expect, out of all this,
Yes.
right? Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Will there be also any sort of like in case, will you compromise on the total initial inventory?
See, that's what it is, Bharat. See, if we are looking for sales of a certain number,
Mhm.
it becomes very important.
Swati,
Yeah, yeah.
just to add,
Carry on.
Swati, just to add. So the initial investment, what which is pitched is, with the current pricing of the silver, it is like roughly 270, 300 per gram. So the cost of the initial inventory is going high. If the silver price is getting down, then the inventory cost would obviously get down to somewhere around 2 crores or something. If
True.
the silver price is around 150 or around that price, then the initial investment would also come down to 2 crores.
Absolutely right. I agree.
Yeah. Also, Bharat, it becomes extremely important for us to have the right inventory at the stores. If you want to do certain numbers, you want to be able to show your customers that you have the range that is needed.
True.
So, yeah, that's the reason we probably need to have that kind of inventory.
No, that's great. In fact, I mean, a lot of time we find that people, asking for any, compromise on the initial inventory. But what you answer, what the answer you give actually makes sense, and that is what the answer for all the investors who, want to, compromise on the initial inventory. I mean, this will give you a range, right?
Yeah,
No one will, will get disappointed that okay, this is not, you don't have
yeah.
this particular inventory is not available. I mean,
Also, there's one thing, Bharat, that we have to note that the kind of industry we are in, repeats are extremely important to us.
true.
We'd want at least 70% of our customers to come back to our store. And the only way it is going to be possible is when we showcase the best of products.
And Swati, what is the, what do you call it, certification number one, and what is your buyback policy? Is there any buyback policy or after sales service? Like, what do you do with that in case if I purchase something and I want to return and want to go for the other one? Do you have any sort
Yeah,
of this?
yeah. So we do take exchange at 55% of value of the invoice. Whatever whatever has been your build value,
Mhm.
uh, we will offer you 55% of that, and you can purchase something else in that 55% at our store.
Why 55%? Do I mean any specific reason?
See, there is no specific reason, but with our math, we've been able to come up with that number because it's extremely difficult for us. See, there's a certain cost that is applied to everything, right? A return or exchange is probably not going to serve us well. We'll probably have to liquidate it in a different way.
So there's another point to add. Uh, if you compare the jewelry with gold,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the making charges in gold is almost 10% of the jewelry value. So
Correct.
current price 13,500 or 15,000 per gram. What you're
Mm-hmm.
spending for the wastage itself is 1,500 rupees. Here, the per gram price itself is some like 600, 800 rupees, where the cost of the silver is half of it, and the rest is for the making charges of it. So when we take it back, the making charges are obviously forfeited. So that's how the formula has been made, that 55% would stay for an exchange and the rest would go as the making.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So moving on to the next slide. Okay, what are we looking for in terms of our partner profile? See, while we have, I'm so sorry. While we have mentioned here that we are looking for people with strong business background and reliable funding and all, I would just like say this that we're looking for partners who are very interested in the industry, number one, who also are going to participate in the operations in a way where there will be the people who will be interested in making the sales, because it's very easy for us to find partners who are just going to invest and probably go away. But our reputation depends on how well our stores are doing.
Correct.
And there is sea change when the franchisee partners participate in the operations of the business. When I say participation, it does not mean on a daily level. It is being interested in what's happening at the store. Otherwise, the kind of support we offer from day one is pretty much handholding the partner in every which way, from probably managing the entire staff in terms of staff training, sales trainings, having the SOPs, having them trained on our SOPs, making sure everything in the store is set right, in terms of back-end support, supply chain, in terms of helping them with what is moving faster, what is not moving, how to shuffle the stock that's not doing well, how to liquidate the stock that's not doing well. While all of those things are taken care of, the least that we expect from our partners is that they show as much interest in the customer service and in making sure that the store runs.
And who will decide, uh, the jewelry mix at the
So it is
store?
decided by the brand, because I think with about 6 stores, and we've done enough research even before we started the brand. So we
Mhm.
have a very good understanding of the demographics right now. We also have a very good understanding of what sells, what doesn't sell, what category is very fast moving, what is not very fast moving, but
Mhm.
still needs to be there at the store in terms of the mix for people to know that we have the entire range in every category in the store. So, in terms of deciding the mix when we start the store, is definitely done by the brand. But we are so welcome to the feedback, because obviously the kind of regional preferences that the partner understands is definitely going to add value to the mix. So we've had our partners get back to us and say, there's this kind of jewelry that sends really more. So if you can help us get that more in our stores, we definitely change the mix, and we cater to their preferences.
And could you also talk about some sort of marketing support which you are providing to your existing stores?
Yes. So the central marketing is something we take care of end to end. When I say central marketing, I mean the entire ATL, BTL that happens in the Hyderabad location. Offline, online marketing in terms of your brand marketing, digital marketing. When I say digital marketing, it covers performance marketing, running ads on Instagram, on all social media platforms, including YouTube. All that marketing is done by the brand. When it comes to BTL marketing, which is regional marketing, for the first time support we provide in terms of doing whatever, understanding the market and seeing what channels really work in a particular region. However, over a period of time, we do some bit of BTL marketing for our regional franchisee partners, but we expect franchisee partners to do some bit of BTL marketing on their own too.
Right. And okay, so two more questions. You have your own manufacturing, somewhere, or you import it? What is the mix? And
So
yeah.
yeah, so it's like
So
this. Yeah, Venu.
Swati, let me take this.
Yeah.
So, manufacturing is a very big subject and a very vast thing. A lot of processes go at when a jewelry comes in. So, almost 16 to 18 processes would happen in a manufacturing unit. And if we get into detailing of it, we couldn't concentrate on the retailing part. So, we are more like, contract manufacturing, getting our style of stories done, our kind of products done, and then we cater it to the brand.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. I think, Swati, I probably have, asked all the questions that we usually get from the
Yeah.
investor side. Uh, some of them are weird, silly, but it's okay. I really appreciate you for, answering all the questions,
And
right?
it's very important. Yeah.
Hmm. So, but yeah, so I think that's it. Any specific, need for, your ideal partner? Someone need to have some prior experience, or anyone who is good to go, have money, go for FOCO model also will work.
See, I can say that since this is a new industry and it's a very booming industry, we'd welcome anybody who's interested in business, anybody who wants to make money, anybody who wants to make wealth. This is the best
True.
time, great time to be in this space. And if not now, then when? So,
And like we have designed the structure also in such a way, anybody who would, even if somebody has doesn't have any experience,
Mhm.
they could just join us with the support with our backend team gives. We can comfortably help you do. All we need is a person with zeal and a good profile directly if they could invest, or like if they have a good profile, we have a banking setup which would again be assisted with.
Absolutely. Apart from that, the customers today prefer branded, hallmarked, and the
yeah.
transparent priced, and which is rapidly moving
Yes.
demand from unorganized local players to the organized retail brands like Ikadi. Uh, we have a lot of opportunity in tier one, tier two cities because these are mostly untapped in the market. We don't have now, um, you know, I mean, a lot of people still, buy their silver jewelries from the unorganized kind of market or the stores. I mean, the kind of stores, the kind of brand this Ekadhi is, will give you, the hallmark jewelry with a transparent price. With increased mall culture, high street retail expansion, and e-commerce influence, the premium jewelry segment is becoming the lifestyle purchase rather than the occasional, the buy. And and overall, the combination of rising silver demand, shifting to organized retail, affordable jewelry positioning, and strong youth-driven consumption make this segment very attractive, scalable. So in case if anyone is ready to go for this brand, maybe for 4 model or 4 model, you all are welcome. In case if you would like to get in touch with us, we already have shared the number in the chat box. Manish is from Hyderabad, from Bangalore. He can help you exploring the business opportunity in nearby cities, Hyderabad also, Bangalore also. So you please, call him maybe after this webinar. He is available. So you call him and let's fix the meeting and we'll have a detailed discussion about the opportunity. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this, Bharat Franchise Show. And see you tomorrow once again with a new set of brand, and we'll explore another business opportunity. Till then, take care. Have a